Hi everyone, Mike Stuccino, Master Herbalist here with Z Natural Foods. And today's video is going to be discussing a new Z Natural Foods product, our Marine Collagen Powder. But before we get started, let's get a few important items out of the way. Number one, if you would like to see more of my videos on herbal medicine, you can always check out my YouTube channel at a Master Herbalists with a S perspective. Next, let's allow me a moment to basically go through our medical disclaimer. The information you're about to listen to and see is for educational purposes only, is not intended to treat, prescribe, or diagnose any general or specific medical conditions, and it is not intended to replace your primary healthcare provider's diagnosis, treatment plan, or medical information. Now, with that said, let's begin. When considering what supports a thriving human species, carefully looking at what nourishes our structural foundation is essential. The foundation of the human structure is a perfect creation of bones, joints, ligaments, cartilage, tendons, and muscles. These moving parts have been strategically placed to support one another, to optimize movement, agility, strength, and to protect our anatomy and physiology. In simple terms, it is support for optimally thriving and surviving. Unfortunately, as we age, essential parts break down. Z Natural Foods believes the combination of tradition and science is a match made in heaven. These are the fundamental principles we use when searching far and wide for highly nourishing traditional food ingredients. Our goal is to provide you, the customer, with a product in its most versatile form, creating the potential for limitless applications. Today we introduce what we believe to be an extraordinary food that, when applied correctly, can support quality levels of nourishment. Z Natural Foods Marine Collagen Powder. In recent years, the products created and information surrounding collagen, bone marrow, and gelatin and peptides have returned to the public eye like a high-speed freight train. These products and information have left a convoluted mess with much confusion about how to use these foods to support optimal health properly. To untangle this web of disarray, it is vital to understand some crucial fundamental information about collagen. So, what exactly is collagen? Collagen is a protein the body produces that supports the structure and function of hair, skin, nails, cartilage, bones, blood vessels, and connective tissue. It is the human body's most abundant protein, representing 35% of its dry weight, comprised of 19 essential and non-essential amino acids. Collagen is primarily made up of the amino acids glycine, hydroxyproline, and proline. Bone, marrow, connective tissue contain all the essential materials we need to keep the structural foundation of our bodies strong and healthy, but also a litany of amino acids as well. Bone broth is one of the best natural sources of collagen. While there are technically 28 types of collagen that differ based on molecular assembly, cell components added, and where the collagen is used in the body, there are 5 primary types. Type 1 makes up 90% of your body's collagen and is densely packed to provide structure for your skin, bone, tendons, and ligaments. Type 2 is found in elastic cartilage, gives cartilage strength and elasticity, and provides joint support. Type 3 is a significant extracellular matrix component found in muscles, arteries, blood vessels, and organs. It's specific to tissue with large portions of elastic fiber. Type 4 is the primary component of what are known as basement membranes, thin layer of extracellular matrix that form supportive structures found in layers of your skin, forming their backbone. And type 5 is essential for forming what are known as collagen fibers of types 1 and 3 collagen, optimally for the formation of quality tissue. Type 5 collagen contributes to bone matrix, interstitial matrix of muscles, liver, lung, and placenta. What is hydrolyzed collagen? First, it's crucial to understand that hydrolyzed collagen may go by several other names, like collagen hydrostat and collagen peptides. Next, all collagen all collagen by definition is technically hydrolyzed, but there are different levels of this process. There's fully hydrolyzed and then there is partially hydrolyzed. For example, gelatin is known as partially hydrolyzed. Collagen peptides are fully hydrolyzed. And finally, hydrolyzed collagen is by definition a denatured protein. Now, to correctly answer the question of what is hydrolyzed collagen, it's also essential to understand this specific process. Hydrolyzed collagen is created through hydrolysis, a process where water molecules rupture the chemical bond. There are various methods to complete this process and produce hydrolyzed collagen. The first can be observed by what is known as thermal treatment of collagen. The other process that is known as hydrolysis is through the use of hydrochloric acid or an alkaline method, which all produce a high salt concentration in the final product. Hydrolyzed collagen is broken down into smaller protein chains, creating what are known as peptides for the purpose of easier digestion and absorption. So, what is marine collagen? Marine collagen is a form of collagen sourced from bone, skin, fins, and scales of fresh or saltwater fish, jellyfish, sponge, sea urchins, octopus, squid, and prawn. According to the Journal of Applied Pharmaceutical Science, marine source collagen has specific advantages over a land animal source. First, it has a high content of collagen. Second, is environmentally friendly. 3, has lower body temperature than animals, thereby aiding in greater absorption. 4, has a greater absorption due to a lower molecular weight. 5, less significant religious and ethical constraints. 6, minor regulatory and quality control problems. 7, the presence of biological contaminants and toxins is almost negligible. 8, low inflammation response. 9, less immunogenic. And 10, it is considered to be slightly more metabolically compatible to human beings. So, of all the 5 types of collagens I was just speaking of earlier, type 1 collagen is the superstar of marine collagen. As mentioned above, type 1 collagen comprises 90% of your body's collagen and is densely packed to provide structure for your skin, bones, tendons, and ligaments. This can be found in highly nourishing quantities in specifically marine collagen. As a side note, type 3 collagen is another type of fibrillar collagen often associated with type 1. Type 3 is thinner and present in high concentration in the skin and blood vessels. While much more human research is needed, marine collagen has been shown in preliminary research and some small clinical studies to support skin health. In a clinical lab study, fish skin peptides were combined with skin targeting antioxidants CoQ10, grape skin extract, luteolin, and selenium. They were given to volunteers for 2 months to examine how they affected the skin property of moisture, elasticity, and biological age, and ultrasonic markers, which are epidermal and dermal thickness. The markers were measured 3 times, 2 months before treatment and before and after the treatment. It was concluded that the supplement remarkably improved skin elasticity and dermal ultrasonic markers. It was also stated that metabolic data showed a significant increase in ATP storage in the erythrocytes. Therefore, it was concluded that a combination of marine collagen peptides with skin-targeted antioxidants could be an effective and safe supplement to improve skin properties without the risk of oxidative damage. Tradition over research. Bone broth has a very long and healthy tradition in various cultures, with family recipes passed down from generation to generation. While each family has little secret ingredients they put into their recipe, the base for all bone broth is very similar. The type of bones used in each recipe, chicken, beef, fish, or pork, will depend on the culture and the tradition itself. Chances are when your parents and grandparents made these nourishing broths, they didn't specifically understand why using the parts and ingredients they used was so essential. All they knew was the recipe passed down was powerful and effective, so they continued the tradition. While we know much is still to be learned about these potent constituents of this magnificent magical broths. Many Asian countries are known for superior longevity, specifically the blue zone of Okinawa. Based on their diet and lifestyle, both fish and fish broth are staples in the Asian diet. While there is little research on age-supportive qualities specific to fish broth, these traditions continue to live on and be passed on from generation to generation. So, I hope this video was of great help to you, and I hope that this educated you in understanding a little bit more about the specific benefits of fish marine collagen. This is Mike Stuccino, Master Herbalist with Z Natural Foods, signing out. I'll see you next time.